Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a trip back in time, thousands of years, to the land of pharaohs, pyramids, and incredible mysteries. That's right, we're diving deep into ancient Egypt. Get ready for some mind-blowing facts that you probably didn't learn in history class. Let's start with something we all associate with Egypt: the pyramids. But did you know that the Great Pyramid of Giza wasn't built by slaves? For a long time, that was the popular belief. But archaeological discoveries have shown us something different. Evidence suggests the pyramids were actually built by paid, skilled laborers. These weren't just random workers. They were respected members of society. They lived in organized cities with bakeries, breweries, and even medical facilities. Imagine that. They had their own communities and were buried in honored tombs near the pyramids they helped build. It completely changes the picture of how these magnificent structures came to be. Now, let's talk about makeup. You've probably seen the iconic ancient Egyptian look with the heavy black eyeliner. Well, it wasn't just for fashion. Both men and women wore makeup, specifically kohl eyeliner and green eyeshadow made from malachite. They believed it had magical healing properties and could protect them from the harsh sun glare and ward off eye infections. So next time you put on eyeliner, remember you're rechanneling a tradition that is thousands of years old and was originally part health and part magic. Speaking of health, the ancient Egyptians were surprisingly advanced in medicine for their time. They had doctors who specialized in different fields, just like we do today. There were dentists, surgeons, and even veterinarians. They could set broken bones, perform simple surgeries, and had a vast knowledge of herbs and remedies for various ailments. They even had the world's first known pregnancy test. They'd have a woman urinate on wheat and barley seeds. If the wheat sprouted, it meant a girl. And if the barley sprouted, a boy. If neither sprouted, she wasn't pregnant. And believe it or not, modern science found this test was about 70% accurate because of the hormones in the urine. How incredible is that? Okay, let's switch gears to something a little more domestic. Did you know that ancient Egyptians were huge fans of board games? One of the most popular games was called Senet, which means the game of passing. It was played on a long board with 30 squares, and it was so important that it was often included in tombs. They believed a successful game of Senet against a supernatural opponent in the afterlife could help them navigate the dangerous journey to the underworld and reach eternal paradise. So, for them, game night had some seriously high stakes. And finally, let's talk about hieroglyphs. We often think of them as a very formal, almost artistic form of writing. Wary. But did you know the Egyptians also had a more common, everyday script? It was called hieratic, and it was like a cursive version of hieroglyphs. Scribes used it for day-to-day things like keeping records, writing letters, and recording business transactions, because it was much faster to write than the detailed hieroglyphic symbols. The formal hieroglyphs were usually reserved for monuments, temples, and religious texts. Ancient Egypt was a civilization of incredible innovation, deep spirituality, and fascinating traditions. From their construction methods to their daily lives, there's always something new and surprising to learn. What's your favorite fact about ancient Egypt? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey back in time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing history. See you in the next video.